behind that offer?
If the chairman asks me, and I'll take it under advisement now, and it's not a problem in terms of attorney-client privilege, yes, I will turn it over.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony. You have suggested you are going to review that. Did you review it? Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record, yes or no?
Yes.
Question, you helped out the president's campaign or were involved in the campaign as a representative or spokesman, even in your words today. It was your idea for the campaign dating back to 2011. Is that accurate, yes or no?
Yes.
Did a Democrat lawmaker really text Jeffrey Epstein from inside a congressional hearing? Yes, that's the bombshell raising temperatures in Washington, and not just any hearing, but the 2019 explosive interrogation of Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former attorney. Newly released documents reveal that Epstein, the convicted sex offender, was messaging a Democratic delegate in real time, nudging her on what to ask, even complimenting her outfit, all while America watched one of the most high-profile hearings of the Trump presidency. This is the story behind the Epstein-Plaskett texts and why it has Congress scrambling for answers. This week, the House Oversight Committee dropped 20,000 pages of previously sealed documents. Inside that pile, a set of text messages, redacted but with timings and details that line up perfectly, pointing to one lawmaker, Stacey Plaskett, the non-voting delegate representing the U.S. Virgin Islands. Plaskett's office has now confirmed to the Washington Post that she did indeed receive texts from Epstein that day. The question is why and how? Let's rewind to February 2019. The world was glued to a blockbuster. Michael Cohen testifying against his former boss Donald Trump. Fraud allegations, hush money, extramarital affairs. It was political theater at its peak. And sitting inside the hearing room, about to question Cohen, was Stacey Plaskett. Watching from somewhere else, perhaps from his private island, was Jeffrey Epstein. The disgraced financier was not yet in custody, but he was already a convicted sex offender with deep ties to the U.S. Virgin Islands' elite political circles, including donations to Plaskett's campaigns. So what was he doing during the hearing? Well, he was texting Plaskett live. The documents show Epstein appeared to watch the hearings in real time and sent coaching instructions. One message reads, Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of secrets. Plaskett, apparently minutes from being called next, fires back, Rona? Quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym? Epstein clarifies, that's his assistant. Now cut to the actual hearing, and the sync is unmistakable. Take a listen.
Give us as many names as you can, so we can get to them.
Yes, ma'am.
As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's involved in a lot that went on.
Okay, Mr. Cohen, when the president's lawyers were having the discussions with the Office of Government Ethics in 2018, did they reach out to you to talk with you about these payments?
No, ma'am.
And what did you share anything with them otherwise in any other conversation?
I do not recall, no.
Epstein's texts, Cohen's answer, and Plaskett's line of questioning all line up to the second, according to the Washington Post analysis. Beyond the political play-by-play, the texts get personal. At 10:02 a.m., Epstein wrote, "Great outfit." 20 minutes later, he said, "You look great." Plaskett replied, "Thanks." He even asked whether she's chewing something during the hearing. This is not high-level political briefings. This is a convicted sex offender casually testing a sitting U.S. lawmaker at work, dressed up as advice. Plaskett's office now says, "Look, She receives texts from staff, constituents, and random members of the public during hearings. Epstein was one among many, unsolicited, uninvited. And importantly, they stress Plaskett has a long record fighting sexual assault and human trafficking, including against Epstein himself. She reportedly, quote, welcomes information that helps her get at the truth, unquote, and that she was focused on challenging the GOP, which she accused of trying to bury key facts about Trump. But critics are asking this. Why was she interacting at all? Could she not have blocked him? Did she know it was Epstein when she responded? Was this political influence or just noise during a chaotic hearing? There's no smoking gun, but the optics are explosive. How did Epstein, a man at the center of one of America's darkest scandals, still have such access, such proximity, such influence, even after his 2008 conviction? Why did his connections remain so intact that he felt comfortable offering strategic advice to a member of Congress in real time? And what does it say about Washington's relationship with power, money, and silence that his number wasn't blocked, ignored, or flagged years earlier? Stacey Plaskett would later become a House impeachment manager in Trump's 2021 trial. Michael Cohen would go from Trump's loyal bulldog to his sworn enemy. Epstein would be arrested months later and die in jail. But these texts add a new, unsettling chapter to a saga that refuses to fade. Because if Epstein was sending live coaching notes to a Democrat congresswoman during one of the biggest hearings in America, what else was happening behind the scenes? And who else was listening? This is not the last we'll hear of it.